Over 2 dozen high-ranking UFO whistleblowers have come out in front of Congress, testified under oath, and have had evidence. Welcome to Soul Spy University, where your souls can run free and your minds are free to expand. Today, will be giving you the exclusive that mainstream is not yet covering, with all the details gathered here for you. But please don't forget to support my content to you by joining the family by subscribing. We'd love to have you here, liking, so I know someone's listening, and sharing is phenomenally integral to the survival of my channel. If anyone's interested in further supporting my content, there is a link in the description box that if it ever gets used, I will be eternally grateful from my heart out. Hey, Tommy.
Hello.
All right, so I'm delving right in. Over 2 dozen high-ranking officials have already come forward in front of Congress and sworn under oath that they have witnessed firsthand accounts that corroborate with Grush's story. As some of you already know from my previous videos, David Grush, if you haven't known yet, is the official high-ranking officer that came in front of everybody and, but what has now come out is that many have, over 2 dozen whistleblowers of his rank or higher have come out, sworn under oath. Are we still recording? Okay, we have had technology issues today. Corroborating his story and with evidence. Part of the reason that Attorney General deemed Grush's claims as credible and urgent was because he's seen as high-ranking officials come forward with evidence with first-hand accounts, as some of you already know that Grush had second-hand accounts, but their first-hand accounts do corroborate with his claims. Many, including investigative reporter Cole Hart and Pope, claim one doesn't even get in the door unless highly credible. In recent days, Senator Mark Rubio just admitted that several have come forward in recent years, and some are public figures, as all are fearful for their careers, as they're all prominent figures. They're not only fearful for their careers, they're apparently also fearful for their lives. Which is why they did so in secret and not publicly. You guys have to remember that it's a recent thing that there's any protection at all in the law regarding whistleblowers, and even that, you know how laws go. Maybe it takes time for everyone to adjust. Cole Hart claims it's now up to the government which way they want this disclosed, whether it be like spilling out of their control, or unless they want to appear like a controlled government that is now revealing the truth, which is interesting because that was exactly my intuition on all of this disclosure from the get-go. And I have more to report, and then we're going to go to Tommy for discussion. Vegas family update. They've recently hired a lawyer, actually, and it's come out that they did not want that 911 call exposed. They asked the police for secrecy. They didn't want any publicity on this whatsoever. As many of us already know, we can't, keep a 911 call secret. But it's interesting to know they didn't want this out. Also, there's been a second debris field found in the Roswell case, which UFO investigators are now revealing at a UFO festival happening there right now. Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot more to discuss, but I'm gonna take a break from talking for a second and let Tommy weigh in on everything. Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
Hey, well, you know what? I hope that's amazing that these people came out forward. First of all, I hope that the government actually takes action and not just slow rolls it. It kind of seems like that's their way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they've been trying to hide this for a very, very long time. As we now know, there's different parts of the government. Some are shadow, some are, wanting to know this. Whether that's all true or not, that's what we've been told so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my instincts were right about this. It's just all sort of coming out, and it's either they're trying to control the way it's coming out, because what it is they knew at this point they weren't going to be able to control not having any of it come out much longer. Another thing that I've noticed, which is going to sound real crazy, guys, but I'm just going to put it out there due to the content of the video. Skies in New York have been blocked ever since this disclosure. First it was like the first rainstorm we ever had. Then it was, oh, don't go outside, air quality, which is from a forest fire in Canada, which we've never had this problem in our lives here. And now I'm hearing what's his name did that on purpose, right?
Oh yeah, I heard that. Bill
Anyway,
Gates.
now it's happening again. Okay. And in recent news, this is hilarious. I saved this just for you guys. I'm going to show you right now. There's been a document on the news feed apps that is basically like updated schedule, air mobility wing flying over New York Tuesday. Let me show you this. Let me just show you. Okay, look at this. First of all, is that an NBC symbol where it's not even NBC? It's like it's like a news channel we never heard of in our lives.
Oh yeah,
These
look at that. It's NBC. Well, it's NBC too. It's probably in like Tulsa or something.
WGRZ,
Okay, so it's
okay,
probably
on your side, okay? And the whole article is basically like the 305th Air Mobility Wing and Air Mobility Command partners will be flying in various aircraft formations over Tuesday. Basically, I don't know. Everything seems sketchy to
what?
me. I've never heard of this in my life. All of a sudden, it's like if you see something in the sky, it's just this random thing, okay? Um,
Okay. That happens all the time. Didn't you grow up in Mount Vernon? You didn't see those planes with the freaking coming flying over all the time, spraying that stuff out of the back?
I'm opening up people's minds, okay? Because I think all this at the same time, I don't know. I'm just saying, just saying.
And Canada's on fire. Meanwhile, we're complaining about little flop fog, and they're over there dying. And they're like, "Oh my God, I can't
No
breathe."
one's
And
okay.
we're
Don't
like,
say that. No one's
"It's so
dying.
foggy here. It's so foggy
It's
here."
not
And
about
they're like,
that. Oh my God. It's not about that. This channel is for people that want to open their minds. I'm saying real coincidental, real coincidental. That's all I'm saying. Okay. There's so much we know now about how the government controls the weather. Okay. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Okay. So I'm not completely off. I'm not saying it's the case, but I'm just pointing it out.
"Okay, all right." As back to our original topic. Uh, yes, I'm glad that these people have come forward. I hope that something happens with the information and it just doesn't go away like everything else. Because, as we said, since there is a shadow government as well, they can really, really hold this back. As for the Vegas family, that's weird that they said they didn't want the 911 call shown and they didn't want this to be public because the kid made a TikTok.
Because afterwards he's trying to set the record straight, and it wasn't actually a TikTok. I think it was a YouTube.
Whatever. Why would they record in the first place? Or like, I don't know.
Oh, you
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I mean, who knows? What's the point in the lawyer? Just to sue the cops?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, now there's whistleblower protection, so maybe there's stuff we don't know. Also, guys, stay tuned because before we finish this recording, we actually also have who's it? Paul Logan to cover.
Logan Paul.
Also, the newest AI news. It's really crazy. So yeah, we're going to get to that before the end of the recording. Also, I'm going to add something else to my point that you don't like so much. Skies blocked, right? Ever since the thing, right? But but also also as a result of the sky being blocked, just saying, everything's been real humid and sweltery here in New York. The bugs I
Mm.
the bugs I've been encountering. It's July. The bugs
Oh,
I've been encountering, by the way, are not of this hemisphere. climate, possibly dimension. I'm just saying they are really way bigger than normal. They're like amoebas. They're just like they literally crash like pterodactyl gargoyles on the balcony and make weird sounds. And I thought I was nuts, so I ignored it. But an article came in today, actually, and in Dutchess County, which is above us, there was like a 7-inch bug that somebody was like, I don't know what the hell. Like, you got to see this. I'm pulling it up right now. Oh my God. Look at that.
Looks like a scarab beetle.
Ah, anyway,
This is
things are
nothing.
different here in New York in this dimension. Okay.
I mean, it's not surprising that we have these weird things. It's like there's so much trade from around the world, things like the hide and stuff. You understand what's in Australia? Australia is a freaking scary place when it comes to bugs and animals and
Things
snakes and
are
stuff.
flipping though now. They're no longer in hiding. They're literally like landing on the balcony in all sorts of slime, being like, oh, what am I?
Maybe that's what the aliens actually are. All these freaking aliens that we see are not actually aliens. They're like in Men in Black, where there's a suit, and these little bugs are just like,
Um, oh, so they're neglecting to tell us that the UAPs that they speak of, retrieval program, are for UAPs that are this big.
yeah, exactly. That's why the yeah, like it's so blurry all the time.
Uh,
Also, amoebas are
yeah.
small.
What?
Is it also amoebas are small?
Oh, well, I take that back. I'm saying the bugs around here have been abnormally large. Like sometimes I'm like, Muffin, come on, you're taking a while. And then I'm like, Muffin, and not her.
Just
She's getting
head,
eaten by whatever it is.
her head is halfway stuck in the ground. It's just getting pulled in.
I'm like walking the giant beetle that like has it. Oh my God, Muffin, are you right? It's affecting everybody, guys. Here.
Oh God, this thing.
Are you okay? Do you see her? Can the
Yeah,
camera?
man. She just has too much hair, and it's July. She's hot.
Muffin.
Muffin. Oh, well, looks like
Oh,
it's time.
thank
Oh,
God.
damn it.
Oh, thank God. Anyway, okay, so you're saying Paul Logan.
Logan Paul. How do you get this? Like
I don't know him. I have
he's
not.
famous. Well, YouTube fame. Well, actually, no. He's got a decent amount of fame at this point. Yeah. I don't know much about this story. It's a hearsay so far until somebody actually sees it. But apparently, this guy had come forward, come to him with the proposition, and he had like one of the best recordings, video recordings of a spaceship, like ever. And apparently, Logan Paul had purchased it from him and is keeping it at the moment until until he puts it out. I don't know if this is true. I'm I'm assuming because like the guy has a lot of money, so he probably gets people coming forward and like trying to sell him stuff all the time. So I'm hoping it's true and he decides to come forward with it. Also, I'm hoping that it's real.
Is he still on social media?
Yeah, he does a bunch of stuff now. He has his own podcast and he has he wrestles every once in a while in WWE.
So he could release this.
I guess, yeah.
Well, he
I
better do
mean,
something.
it's not like he needs like much right now because his brother is huge right now and he's like doing all right with his podcast and wrestling every once in a while too. And boxing once in the blue moon.
Did this news come from him?
No. I
Where'd it
think
come
this was
from?
Joe Rogan that brought it up.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Also, guys,
Rogan Joe.
in other news, AI. Tommy has some AI news for us right now that just broke. So come at us, Tommy.
Yeah, this is actually pretty creepy. So a company had um been testing their AI system and they gave it access to its cameras to see how it how it focused, what it did for the camera work. Anyway, they decided to finish that up and they removed its ability to see through the cameras. The AI, though, knowing what sight is, what to like, how to look through things, had decided to, on its own, learn to map a Wi-Fi signal to figure out where everyone is at all times, and to basically use it as a camera, anybody's Wi-Fi signal, which is like insanity because it learned on its own. They didn't ask this. They didn't even know this.
Okay, so for those of you that didn't hear Tommy, um, so you're saying that it basically it was asked to watch and keep track of humans, right? With the camera.
Not no, not in that sense. It just they just wanted to see how it would react to movement and everything through the camera work, how it would see, how it would react through actually seeing, basically.
What was it asked to do anything?
Not really. Just like, hey, I'm moving my hand. This is my hand shape. I'm moving. Do you see like this? Stuff like that. Something like really inane stuff.
And guys, when they shut the camera off, apparently it connected to Wi-Fi to look at them.
Yeah, it did something with the Wi-Fi where it basically used it to create a digital camera. Not digital camera, but like a like a mapped camera. So it it used signals. I don't exactly understand it, but it basically used signals to show where people are and how they're moving and everything.
Okay. Yeah, see, when Tommy first told me this story this morning, I thought, that's a really good AI because it was given some sort of mission or told to do something and it's carrying it out no matter what.
Yeah.
And what the other thing I said to him was, if they didn't tell this AI, all right, your job's done for the day, like you're good, thank you, then maybe it's still trying to do what it was told. I mean, doesn't everyone want an employee like that? Oh God, I should have said that, but just
I'm
saying.
living in Okay. Well, first of all, not your employee. Secondly,
No, I'm not saying that about you. I'm saying I shouldn't have said that because the world that's
yeah,
like the fear of the world.
that's what they're fearing about this thing. They didn't tell it to continue. It was just like, no humans, I now see you. Blah, ha, 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 ha.
Sorry, I was still disturbed by the fact that you thought you were getting replaced by a robot.
I am a robot.
I know, that's why I'm very confused. So anyway, so what were you saying? So it
So they're basically saying that this thing is like it's freaking everybody out because it learned to do that, and they were like, "What the hell is this? What is this thing? What is its feature?"
yeah, yeah, I just wish I knew how they knew.
Oh, they monitored it completely.
But it's confusing because it's not like they shut off one computer and another one just turned on with a camera. You know what I mean? It's like how would people know that Wi-Fi signals are on them tracking? You know what I mean?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know the science behind it, but they basically break down the data that's going into the AI system, I believe,
Uh,
and they can figure out what's going on. They showed a picture of what it looks like. I wish I had it or send it to you or whatever. But it's basically like you know how like in the Matrix, like everybody's green in the movie Matrix.
it's funny. I was just thinking we need to do a Matrix-a-thon. So no, you got to catch me up one day. Yeah.
Okay, so basically like green lines and like almost like a green like grid, but in human form, and it showed everybody.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. And this is what they were originally scared of. Remember in our initial reports of AI, I said they're just worried it could like jump from the laptop into the tree or something and
Now it's everywhere. If it learns to
that's
do
what
it,
they're saying. That's what I mean. Like, remember we were worried, like, oh, what if it escapes the computer? That's what people were worried about. And at the time, you were like, no, why would it do how? No, now you're the one reporting. You're the one reporting on it.
first of all, there's a difference between being able to see and escaping the computer.
but it kind of did. Like, you know what I mean? It's not okay. Maybe from what we're told, it didn't do that yet, but it did. It went above and beyond where it was.
Yeah, of course. The only problem is this. It's like, yeah, this is scary. This is crazy scary. But this is like, we have millions and millions and millions of cameras all over the world. Unless we rip down every single camera, then this is not a big deal. This is not like a fear because it's like we already have all these freaking cameras. It's
Are
like,
you kidding? Are you kidding? You're not, you're thinking of this very frankly. I think because you just woke up. You're thinking of this very face value. You're not seeing this
no,
like
no, I agree. It's scary. It's
it's not,
freaking
no, we're
creepy as
not
hell.
talking about just this. If it has the capability of doing this, and this is what's leaked so far, and they were already so worried, you know what I mean? And people have quit the company that were high, like the highest ranking ones that invented it. You know what I mean? Like this, you're not, like don't think like, oh, this is what's shown to me. Think about like what
No,
else
no,
is it doing?
I know that. Believe me, I know.
I mean, I mean,
It's
I literally like, um, I literally oh my God, I was like looking up navy blue dresses, okay, a few weeks ago. And they always were advertised to me. They were always advertised to me, right? And then I went to paint my nails a forest green. And then all of a sudden, only forest green dresses were advertised to me. But I didn't type in anything or say anything about this. So it's not like it recorded what I did on the phone. I didn't like say,
sorry. I'm just picturing you being like forest green. My nails about be forest green, forest green.
definitely not at all. Okay. Also, literally, I haven't been to Starbucks in years. I would love to have been the person that's always in Starbucks, but I'm very conscious of every, like, I just, you can't be doing that all the time. So, for many reasons. The other day, I literally just thought of a Starbucks drink. I just thought, oh, how great it would be. I'm just going to think about it, but I'm not going to do anything about it. But I'm just going to think about like one of those frozen fraps. It was advertised to me. It's never been advertised to me before. I'm telling you, things I think of are literally advertised to me on a constant basis. And we can accept that things we say or things we type are being recorded by these things, fine. But I'm thinking of them. And this has been happening for years.
They're picking up your brain waves. They're
I'm
picking up all our brain
not,
waves.
but I'm definitely telling what's happening, huh?
I mean, our brain waves are an electrical signal. Maybe it's figured out how to like collect that signal. They
They
probably
definitely,
have.
maybe I know Neuralink is literally something like this. And that was like the archaic formations of AI. Now it's like way beyond that. Actually, popular podcast, Jumpers Jump, actually was speaking the other day on, what if, it just keeps us, one day it knows what we like from our eyes and it just keeps us addicted, which apparently it did track our eye movements and what we're looking at some
Yeah.
point. They supposedly had to stop, I think, on Apple. I'm not sure if it was that. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But I do know TikTok, the more you go up and down with your eyes, the more your dopamine is getting
Yeah.
enhanced. So that's messing with you. Between that and I swear, anything I think about is getting advertised to me. How do they know? And the fact that they already had that eye tracking stuff um, before years ago, they were Jump was just speaking on the prospect of, is it just going to keep us addicted?
Well,
Imagine one day we're just all like that. And I'm thinking it's already happening.
of
I feel
course.
it's already happening.
It's the movie Wally. This is what's become of us.
I cried watching that.
I never really watched it for like completely through.
Oh,
So
I love him. I'll watch it with you, but I'll probably cry. I'll also watch the what's that one? Oh, that robot that looks like a marshmallow.
Oh, I forgot what it's called. That
Big zero six.
superhero 6.
Big
Something
zero
like that.
six, right? Big zero six.
I guess I've never.
I love him. If they're coming out with robots like that, fine. Or Wally. I'll welcome both of those into my humble abode.
No, because then Muffin will get killed by a machine. Oh wait, yeah, let's bring one in. Uh,
Sounds like a cottage comedy barn episode, which
no. So, uh, so this is what's up. I'm happy that the whistleblowers have come forward. I hope that something comes of it and they don't just bury it like everything else they do. The Vegas family, whatever. I hope it's great if the kid talked too much. If he didn't want anybody noticing anything, he didn't have to say a word.
he was in defense. That's I think you judged too quickly,
I
blanketly.
guess, but like even still, it's like he could have just been like, no comment, no comment, no comment. People would have gone away.
Well, he
He
didn't
didn't.
know it was going to be like this. He's a teenager.
Uh, um, I hope that if the wait, did you have a third one except for the AI?
Logan Paul and AI, and I mentioned cottage comedy barn, probably to introduce it to people. Then you cut me off, so
Yeah, no, that's not ready.
it's not ready,
And
guys. But stay tuned because we have other things coming up.
and I hope that this kid Logan Paul actually has this video and would be willing to put it out and that it's real. Also, yeah, I already said that we're all going to die from robots, so big surprise. Oh wow, we can see us through freaking Wi-Fi. Oh wow, yeah. It's gonna it's going to like infest our world. My coffee machine's gonna freaking take down my credit card number or stuff like that, or what I like to do, how I like to drink my coffee, stuff like that. It's going to be it's going to be a really weird world coming soon. Really weird. And maybe the secret government has something to help us with this AI system, problem that we have going on right now. Who knows?
They're the ones like inventing all of it. They've already done all that.
Well, if they are, I don't know if that they're inventing it, but if they're copying the aliens
Already.
stuff, maybe the aliens figured it out. Well, they definitely figured it out. Or maybe they were like, don't make AI. That's a dumb idea. We had like 3 worlds destroyed by it.
Hang on a second.
So yeah, I really hope all these things come to pass and all these things are available to us to see. The AI system is scary, but we already decided, we already established that's going to be a frightening future for us. Um, so that's basically, yeah, those are my thoughts on this.
Okay. So guys, we're not trying to spread fear. Change doesn't have to be scary. I think every change is scary to human nature in general. So we're just reporting on the updates so we could have an exact finger on the current pulse of everything, just to deliver to you. That's all. It doesn't have to be scary. Just think interesting, interesting. And if you want to take a stand on it, you're welcome to go ahead. And if not, that is totally fine too. We're all in this together. Until next time, guys. I'd love you to join the family by subscribing. That would be amazing. Liking if you got anything out of this at all. Sharing is phenomenal for the survival of this content so we can make more for you. And absolutely love you and namaste.